So with notes 1-8, we are going to jump into looking at equations. So this is our intro to equations. And so everything up to this point was looking at what we called expressions. And we knew expressions did not have equal signs. We knew that when we would evaluate or simplify expressions. And so now we're looking at, can I write and find solutions to equations? And so the first thing that we do want to point out here is that the definition of an equation, and it does, it has an equal sign. And that's super important. And then I also want to point out real quick what a solution is. And a solution is an answer. And it doesn't even have to be a mathematical answer. There's all kinds of problems that we come across, and we try to find the solution for those problems. So with that being said, looking at our equation here, we have an example, and the question is this value 6? Does it work for this equation? And so this semicolon 6 just means x oops, sorry, wrong pen. It just means that x equals 6. So we're going to substitute and plug in 6 for the x. Remember, whenever we substitute, we always want to place in parentheses. Now we need to evaluate, and we just need to kind of simplify here. Order of operations, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. There is nothing to do on the left-hand side. It's still 32. And on the right-hand side, we need to make sure we multiply first. 2 times 6 is 12. And bring down my other 12. And 32 does not equal 24. So what we know by looking at this is that 6 cannot be an answer for the variable x. No, this is not a solution. So no, not a solution. My question to you would be, what value could you figure out the value for x so that you do get 32 on both sides? It's just kind of a little thing to think about. See if you can figure that one out. The next part, and this is, let's go ahead and star it because it is a test question, and so is example 2. And example 2 is actually taking our verbal phrase back to the very first lesson we did, 1-1, and taking this verbal phrase and putting it into an algebraic expression or equation in this instance. So I'm going to kind of walk through this step by step. And I'm going to underline as I go. What number? Well, we don't know what that is. It doesn't tell us. It just says what number. So this is where we're putting our letter. And you get to pick. I'm going to go with x. What number? Pretty easy here. Plus, bring down your addition symbol. 5. So we have x plus 5. And this key word right here is. And 12. What do you think is going to go in for the word is? The word is your equal sign. So it's saying x plus 5 is 12, is equal to 12. So whenever we see that word, I'm going to write it at the top. Whenever we see that word is, it means equal. So we're going to practice writing some equations from our verbal phrases here. And we're also going to practice and see if the number they give us actually makes the statement true in my equation. So plugging numbers in. That's it.